At Direct Service Garage Doors, we are your one-stop shop for all things garage door. From garage door repair and broken spring replacement to new garage doors and openers, we do it all. We're proud to be among the highest-rated local garage door companies in all of Central Arkansas. Our highly trained technicians are available 24 hours a day at no extra cost to you. So if you have an emergency, call us today, 501-244-3667, or visit our website at directserviceoverhead.com. Don't wait days. We'll fix it now.
All right, baby, we're back. Let's do this. Yeah. First basketball post-game show. Woo-hoo-hoo. Yeah. I'm ready. Let's do this. 3, 2, 1. Yo, what's going on, Arkansas Razorback fans? Welcome to the greatest and the best post-game show on YouTube. Toast Talk with Ty. We're back. Feels so good. Early first half didn't feel good tonight. The early first half did not feel good tonight. Arkansas trailed by as many as, 17 points? Oh, man, that was brutal. First half was absolutely brutal. I'm here to read your comments. Now, we are not doing a call-in show on this one. Decided to go with just a regular show. I know some of you were I don't know. I really didn't get a lot of feedback on the post-game stuff, on the call-in shows. For basketball, no one really said they would call. We're going to try it soon. Obviously, the next game, good Lord, January 7th, I should be at the Odd Soul. I haven't gotten that confirmed yet. I'll let you guys know before then. I really need a calendar back in my room. I haven't bought a 2023 calendar yet for my studio room. But we are going to be live one way or another for all the games. Every single game, as long as I have eyes on it, there will be a post-game show. And I don't think I missed but one game all of last year. So you can bet your ass I'm going to be here for every game. Every game, post-game, right here. Tuss Talk with Ty. All right. Go ahead and get your comments in. Get them in. Don't wake up the girls. Yeah. No, they can. I'm going to wake them up, Pops. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Wish I could have watched the game, but I'm at work. Don't have the option to listen. Oh, that sucks, Josh. I hate to hear that, bro. Man, the arena was rocking. Were you there, Scott? I ain't been to a basketball game there. That atmosphere makes me want to go. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, it was terrific. That crowd was incredible. Let's hang on just a second here. We need to get this out to Twitter. I didn't share on socials or anywhere, so let me do that really quick. First off, shout out to Direct Service Overhead, the garage door company. They offer same-day services, 24/7, 365 days a year. They are available. If you need any work done on your garage door at all, give them a call. 501-244-3667. Apex Tattoo Studio, you want to get inked up, give them a call today or tonight or tomorrow. They're probably, I don't know if they're open right now actually, but give them a call, 479-278-2694. They offer $1,000 tap out sessions. Appointments available. Call and book today, 479-278-2694. And of course, the Odd Soul Pizzaria and bar, or craft bar pizzeria, located down on Emma Street. And again, I think the goal is for me to be there live to do a post-game show after Auburn, after this next matchup, huh? Yeah. All right, let's get. There was a correction on the score. So originally it was 74-70. That last-second dunk by Mizzou. I love that they scrapped it. The original score sheet said 70. That's why 70 was on the thumbnail. I changed it. And that's why 70 was in the 74-70 was on the title. It was 74-68 was the actual score. Do me a favor, make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. If you're new here, listen. These post-game shows are a lot of fun. Again, the call-in sessions will happen. You guys tell me what you think. What'd you think tonight, huh? What surprised you the most? I'm not going to sit here. I'm not going to do the thing where we complain about the officiating all night. Look, yeah, sure. There was a foul earlier. I think it was on Kamani Player was clearly out of bounds before there was ever any contact, and even the contact itself was questionable at best. Some tacky calls. Listen, it is what it is. That happens, guys. This is the SEC, okay? They have a certain class of officiating in this damn conference. It's called low class. They don't have the officiating in this conference is shit. We all know that. Arky 56, plug your ears. It's low class, no class. They don't. The officiating here sucks. It does. It's bad. Is it as bad as the Pac-12 officiated Liberty Bowl? I think that's debatable, right? I thought Pinion was absolutely. He was instrumental, and you could probably say that about a couple of cats tonight, right? Devo defensively is a great player. I thought offensively, on the offensive end of the floor, he's wildly inconsistent. Now, when he tries to drive, I'm nervous. When he tries to shoot threes, it's just not that's not his thing, man. He's a pull-up jump shot guy. He's a 12 to 15 foot guy. That's what he is. He's a pull-up jumper. Very rarely is he a guy, if ever, that you want pulling the trigger outside, right? Like, that's not someone you're overly thrilled about trying to knock down three balls. Okay? That's not someone you're overly thrilled about trying to knock down three balls. Pinion with the corner pocket shots tonight. Wow. You guys, listen, I know we've had players in the past who they try. I mean, the corner pocket three ball is the most difficult shot you could attempt on the floor. And Arkansas's never really had a guy you can rely on there, and that spot's the sweet spot at least for Pinion, it looks like. I'm doing like 5 things at once here. Forgive me. I'm trying to get all this stuff posted everywhere. And really, really impressed with Pinion tonight. The most minutes I think he's gotten all year on the floor. I think that's the most minutes he has had all year. What did he end up with? That's the question. Hang on a second. Pull this up. Pinion ended up with 27 minutes. 27 minutes. He ended up with 13 points. He was 50% outside, 3 of 6. Council was 2 of 7. I know a lot of people think that Council, like, he's someone who can consistently make shots outside. Not really. We've not really seen him. We've seen him pull up. We've seen him with a quick trigger outside 3, damn near NBA 3. We've seen that dude pull up those shots. That can be his shot. But 2 of 7 is that's about where he's at, I think, on the year. Last I checked, that's about what he is. That's a percentage of a shot that he is. He's a 2 of 7, 2 of 8, maybe 3 of 8, kind of a shooter outside. Pinion is the cat who, it felt like the momentum shifted once they started knocking down the 3 balls. Once Pinion took that first corner pocket 3, you could feel the momentum shift, and you were still down, right? Great defense. They shifted for only, what was this, the second or third time all year they held Mizzou to under 80 points. Mizzou is the number 3 scoring offense in college basketball, by the way. Number 3 scoring offense in college basketball. And yeah, it's early, sure, but we saw what they're capable of tonight. I mean, they got off a 17-point stretch. I mean, it was looking like it was going to get out of hand. Our Discord, the ledge jumpers, baby. Oh, what are we going to do? It's over with. I told you guys, chill out. Chill out. It's going to be okay, I promise. Oh my God, some of you are not, you're too reactional. You live in the moment too much there. Calm down. It was bad. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's not like it was pretty, and I agree with that. I listen. Some criticism was warranted, sure. We're losing to a poverty basketball team, except they're like one of the elite scoring offenses, and they're ranked, and it's a quad 1 team. Yeah. I think the question is for Mizzou later on in the year, what do they look like? They've got the revenge game. It'll be up here. It'll be up and it'll be coming soon, right? It's not far. Ricky Council tonight was 11 of 13 at the line. 11 of 13. 31 minutes played. He didn't start in the second half. All of a sudden, Council started to feel it. Like it's odd to me that people are like, okay, if Nick Smith can't score, their offense is depleted. It's no good. What are you talking about? Council's been that dude. I mean, it felt like he quietly found a way with the 25 points. What are we talking about? Of course you've got him. And are they going to be able to rely on Pinion? Is he going to be a guy that maybe we're going to see his minutes increase? Well, they already have, and we're going to see that. I think we're going to see that to continue. It completely changed. Once Pinion got things going, especially once Council got things going, their scoring just took a shit in the second half. Mizzou's did. I kind of felt bad for 15. For Mekhi Mitchell, I kind of felt like that dude could not buy a foul. Mekhi and him and his brother, 22, but not like he got what's his minute total? I don't think he had a ton of minutes. He ended up with 15 minutes, but I felt like there were a couple times that guy had the ball, trying to do something with it, just getting knocked around, nothing being called. It was hard. Like I think Arkansas kind of had to oversell a little bit, or they should have tried to oversell a little bit without getting flopping calls. But no, overall, listen, I mean, you got a guy that was 11 of 13 at the free throw line. We can't complain too much. I don't know that this is a game that I looked at and I go, wow, the home cooking is legit. We saw that last year inside Bud Walton. There were several games where it was like, yeah, we're getting some home cooking tonight. Feels good. Didn't really get that too much tonight. Yeah, I mean, I'm never happy with the officiating. I'm never But I think sometimes the obvious calls that don't get called, we use that as a reflection of the entire game. I really think overall it wasn't horrific, but there were some really, really bad missed calls. And some really bad calls the other way around, too. Walsh got called with that bump foul near the out of bounds right there in front of Mutt. What was that? I mean, what was that? I mean, he was playing defense. Barely made any contact at all, and he gets called with the foul. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, but it was quite the spectacle. Musselman was letting him have it. What'd you guys think of that last second timeout by Mizzou? What the hell was that? And then they had the 2 points marked off. That was funny. That was great. I like beating Mizzou. I will say they're scrappy. Again, it's a quad one win. This is a quality win. Yeah, it didn't go as pretty. I was kind of hoping Arkansas would take care of business. But listen, they faced some adversity in the second half or in the first half, and they found a way. They scratch and claw their way back in, and they do it with length, with athleticism, and with superior talent. They're still, even without Nicky Smith and without Brazil, they're still I think they're probably one of the top three in terms of talent on the floor, one of the top three teams in this conference, maybe top three, top four, depending on how you look at it. Auburn dropping to Georgia earlier was interesting. I realized that was a home game for Georgia, but Auburn doesn't – I have not watched them play a ton this year. That was really only about the second game I watched. Haven't been blown away by them much. So they'll take a hit for sure. Kind of wish they'd won that game, create a little bit more – excitement for this next matchup, and there should be. You definitely don't want to overlook these guys. Fishman with a $5 super chat. By the way, super chat is up and rolling. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. After letting one slip away against LSU, this was so huge to get the win, and Pinion hitting shots is so big. We'll pick. Yeah, again, Pinion's going to be that guy. I think he can be that guy. He's capable of being that guy to pull you out on the offensive end of the floor, because when you could stretch that floor out, you saw what that inside zone was doing to Arkansas in this game. You saw what it was doing, man. They could not penetrate that inside zone. They couldn't do it. It was good defense. You got to give Mizzou credit. And people were saying just drive the damn ball. They were trying. And then when they were trying to kick out and knock down an open three, they couldn't. They couldn't create their own shots. And that's something that I've not seen Arkansas do a very good job of this year. And we saw that against LSU. Well, you guys saw it. Some of you saw it. I didn't see it. But they don't do a good job of creating their own looks outside. Not seeing much effort outside of trying, again, to just create their own shots, set things up, outside ball screens. Don't see a lot of that. They just go for the open look. They take it. Devo will clearly just, I don't know what the hell. Devo will just throw the ball up, hoping that it goes in, I guess. But Council tonight really lit the fire. He did it from the floor. He was 6 of 15. Arkansas overall, 26 of 54. They shot 48%. Their first half effort got better, started off sloppy. They had no – and here's the other thing, right? They faced adversity, right, in the first half. They clawed their way back into it, and then they took the lead in the second half and never gave it up. Again, this is one of the elite offenses in college basketball, and Arkansas just held them to 68 points, a team that averages, something like 80-something points, 84, whatever it is, points a game. Again, top elite offense, and Arkansas completely got in their heads in the second half. They showed them what real talent looks like. Thank you very much. Showed them what the length and the athleticism and what Arkansas is capable of doing on both ends of the floor, mostly defense. I don't even remember wasn't my prediction pretty close to this? I feel like I think my prediction was pretty damn close to this. I need to go take a look. I deserve extra XP in our Discord. We are still on double XP, by the way, for those of you who are in our Discord. Yeah. Let's scroll down here. Again, make sure you guys like, share, subscribe. Let's go Hogs. Pinion was the difference. Pinion was, and it's fascinating because Anthony Black struggled, right? Black has kind of been the guy, this year who finds a way quietly to scratch his way to double-digit scoring, right? Finds a way to get to 12, 14, 15 points. Tonight he was limited. He was bad. He was 2 of 7 from the floor. He was 1 for 4 outside shooting, 1 of 2 at the line. He just really struggled. I'll tell you the thing that blew me away tonight was the offensive rebounding. That's what kept you in this damn game. 15, if I'm looking at this right. I knew it was double digits. I knew it was like 10. I'm seeing 15 offensive rebounds, 25 defensive rebounds. That's pretty incredible. That's pretty good, man. 15 offensive rebounds. That's insane. You got 19 points off your bench. What did they do to – I'm looking at a new – I'm not looking at ESPN. I'm looking at a new I'm looking at another place here for stats, and it's throwing me off a little bit. Arkansas with 17 turnovers. You're not really digging that too much. 13 assists. So again, that's a -4. You're not digging that too much. Don't like that. 17 turnovers or just 13 assists. Again, Mizzou defensively just caused all kinds of problems. Now they're going to face this time and time again. They're going to see these teams that are going to try and spread you out. And I really think at the end of the day, that's your matchup. You want them to try and knock down threes. You want them to try, because Arkansas's perimeter defense this year mostly has been pretty solid. But you're going to face that on the offensive end, where you're going to see like a 4-1 offensive spread, right? We'll just have 1, 4, or 5 down low, and your wings, your guards outside. Your everyone else that's not a forward outside out in the perimeter, trying to create shots, creating outside ball screens, doing whatever they got to do, taking the open look. You're going to see a little bit of that. And on the defensive end of the floor, you're going to see teams play that kind of defense where they're playing a 4-low, 3-low defense, where they're clogging up lanes and they're playing a tight inside zone defense. And Arkansas is going to have to figure out on the offensive side of things, how do you crack that shield of the inside, that inside tight zone? Well, you do that simply. I mean, it's pretty obvious. It's no different than football, right? You're running the ball ineffectively because they're stacking the box. Well, you go over the top, right? You're looking for some downfield threats. You're looking to go deep. You're looking for deep fade routes down the sidelines and hitting Treylon Burks 25 yards downfield, right? You're trying to spread out that. It's no different. You've got to knock down mid-range, or you've got to knock down the 3-ball. And that's where Pinion, I think, can have an impact. I'll be honest, people kept telling me Pinion's going to be the guy. Watch, he's going to come in and save us. I feel like he did just that tonight. And his defense, I don't know what to make of his defense. I really hope someone gets to Musselman about to ask him at the postgame, how would you grade Pinion's overall defense? Now, to Musselman sometimes he's overly critical, because he demands perfection, especially on the defensive side of the floor. But I'm curious where he's at on it. He looks to me like he's pretty solid, but I've also seen him get beat off the dribble. Look, you can't play perfect, all right? Not everyone's a Devo on the defensive end of the floor. Not everyone is with their guy play by play. I've been pretty impressed with most of the defense from this team so far with the unit on the floor. I've seen Pinion get blown by, getting beat off the dribble. But I've also seen him stick with his guy, get his hands in there and get active. Pretty sure he had a block. Did he have a block tonight? I feel like he had a block. No. He had a steal. Okay. I thought he had a block. Makai ended up with 2 blocks. Sometimes his blocks look just effortless. Devo Davis with 3 steals. Arkansas with a total of 7 steals tonight. I need to get back on the ESPN page. I'm not digging this. This is all different. Let's go back to the ESPN page, a little easier. Yeah, they Arkansas ended up, what was the rotation like? What'd they go with? An 8-man rotation. 8 guys, it is an 8-man rotation. Makai Mitchell, Walsh, Black, Council, Devo were your starters. Of course, Council, who's your MVP of this game. By the way, Council, 7 rebounds, 5 defensive rebounds, and how about 2 offensive rebounds? What about Makai and Walsh with 6 offensive rebounds between the two of them? On the offensive end, didn't see Walsh really take over, but he got those. Listen, that foul he got before the half was bullshit. All right? I'm just going to say it was bullshit. That foul before the half was nonsensical. I'm sorry. All right? And then he's in 2 fouls. Well, then he's got that quick third foul. He's aggressive. I love his off-the-ball defense. Watch him off the ball. Terrific off-the-ball defensive player. In a good offensive or a good on-the-ball defender. He just gets a little too handsy, gets a little too aggressive. He's not afraid to hook. He's not afraid to create some kind of bump, some kind of contact. That's sometimes his issue. He gets into those. He gets that 3rd, 4th foul really quick into the second half. That's something he's got to work on. I kind of felt like at least 2 of his fouls tonight were not fouls. And therefore, it put him on the bench, reduced his minutes, couldn't do anything on the offensive end of the floor. But overall, I'm really digging Walsh. Council's my favorite. That play at the end where it was should have been a flagrant, I felt like. But Council clearly just walks away. He's pumping the crowd up. Big smile on his face. Yeah, or at least I hope there was a big smile on his face. I couldn't really tell, but he was definitely trying to pump up the crowd. 25 points. Devo Davis, for all the hatred our Discord throws at that guy, and listen, sometimes deservedly so, he's still wound up with 5 assists, 5 rebounds, an offensive rebound, 10 points. He turned the ball over 5 times. Don't know. Sometimes he's just not smart with the ball. How about Pinion, though? Off the bench, 13 points. He was also 100% at the free throw line. Arkansas ends up just sub 70% at the line, going over the numbers, 48% from field goal percentage here, 26 of 54, 6 of 21 is not good. I mean, you guys know this, right? You get this. If we were talking about 32 attempts outside, God bless us if that's ever the case, then maybe you could kind of live with that number. But if 21 attempts being at sub 29% is not good. That needs to be closer to like 35, 36, 37%. Their outside shooting it's a disaster. It's not good. Pinion's about the only cat. Ricky Council time to time. I kind of thought Black that would really become a part of his offensive game where he's attempting about 4, maybe he's knocking down 2 of 4, 2 of 5. We'll see if he can come back to that, but he was 1 for 4 tonight. I'm not too the 3-point shooting tonight, not too thrilled with the 70 or the 69% at the line. You cleaned it up though. They cleaned it up. And what you gotta love, baby, is the fact that they clawed their way back down from 17 points. 17 points, man. Come back. Our Discord's losing their shit. Twitter's losing their shit. I've got friends texting me left and right. It's over, dude. We're Bumsville. All this. They claw their way back and probably could have had a double-digit point lead if not for some nonsensical foul calls and just Arkansas kind of not, Arkansas also has this tendency to not settle down. I know they love that quick pace up and down the floor. I know they dig that. That's their kind of basketball. They do a lot of damage when they do that, but they can also turn the ball over, and create a lot of mistakes and opportunities for the other team. And we saw a little bit of that. I think had they settled down, I think Mizzou was down and out with 8-9 minutes to go in the game. Had they settled it down a little bit. But Mizzou found a way to also stay in the game. Did we get another super chat? We did. Kevin Sanders, what's up, man? I would love Jordan Walsh to play a game without picking up cheap fouls and having 4 fouls a game. I don't know that there's been a game yet, Kevin. I don't know that there's been a game yet where he hasn't had at least 4 fouls. Please point to me the game where I swear, anytime this dude gets more than about 15 minutes on the floor, which is a lot, he ends up with 4. He gets it's just like that. You're right, Kevin. It happens. Scroll up here in case. Let's see. Make sure y'all like and share. Yeah, thank you, Haas. I appreciate that, man. Like I tell my buddies up here in Great Falls. Oh, all right. Okay. We call that get you some, boy. That's right. That's right. Ricky's the man. Really digging Ricky. Really digging the guy. Truly, they did not lay down. No, they didn't. You got to love it. Nick Smith Jr. was seeing a specialist. That's why he wasn't there. Yeah, Nick Smith was not at the game. He was seeing a specialist in Texas, right? Isn't that what they said? Kendall Briles was at the game. You guys DMing me about all this stuff. I don't know, man. I definitely think Mississippi State reached out. I'm not so sure that he's taking the job. You never know. Was this some kind of publicity stunt? Why would he bother with that unless he was trying to get the fans to relax? Maybe Hunter Yurchek got on the phone with him like, hey, I need you to make a public appearance so we can chill people out. I don't know, but he was there. I've never heard of him going to a basketball game. Maybe I'm wrong. Going to a b-ball game doesn't seem like the actions of a man leaving. I agree. Brad Stevens was at the game too. Oh. Stay Kendall Briles, stay, says _ philosophy. I'm not trying with that first name. Appreciate the super chats. You guys are awesome. You guys are so cool. I appreciate you. Make sure you guys, too, if you want to join Patreon, that link is provided. I should get the email tomorrow, find out who's added and taken off the list. Let me get this here really quick. There we go. All right. Boom. There you go. All right. There's the link for Patreon. If you want to join Discord, you ought to get in there. You really should. I know some of you are in there, but you're not really active, and that's fine. But I think you should be active. I'm just saying there's some fantastic content. During the games, you're going to have meltdowns. That's just expected. When you're down 17, there's nothing wrong with being a little bit critical of what's going on and what you're seeing on the floor. Boy, some of you just live for the misery, though. You beat me, just barely, not by much, Haas. What's the name of the new 5-star stud we got coming in next year? That guy, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. Hold on. Let me scroll up here. The run at the end of the first half helped. Oh, it sure did, JD. Yes, you're correct. Yeah, they got on a run late in the first half. When they settle down on defense, too, it's just amazing what they're capable of. Good win, showed toughness. I couldn't agree more, Rusty. Richardson, sir, thank you for the comment. I don't know about you guys, but I'm loving it. It's good stuff. Oh, there it is. There we go. There's one we missed. Razorback Fans for Life Facebook page. Oof. A lot of imitators out there. But there's only one Tuss Talk, baby. Whoa, it's good to be back. I'm loving it. Yeah. That is not what I'm looking for. You're not doing that right. What were the predictions tonight? Did anybody nail the score in Discord? Because I was going to pull that up here in just a second. Yeah, I'll tell you what I want to see. I would absolutely. I'm starting to wonder if Pena just shouldn't be the guy. Maybe he starts from here on out. Maybe he gets, or at least more minutes. I certainly believe he's going to get more minutes. I don't know how Pinion doesn't get more minutes after tonight. Like, they're gonna have to. They gotta find the creator outside shooting. They need that guy that can break that down low zone defense. They got to find their guy. They got to find someone who could throw it over the top. Torrey Holy, finalist of the. Big man Ross had it until they took away the dunk. Oh my God, are you serious? Oh, is he in chat? That poor fella. Oh no. Let's look at what. Hang on just a second here. Yeah, Honor ended up with 12 points tonight. Brown ended up with 11 points for them. They were 45% overall. Again, this is the number 3 scoring offense in the country. 45%. Not horrible. 25 of 55, but holding these guys to 68 points. Holding them to under, again, I think the second or third time all year. It's terrific. Falling behind by 17 points, finding a way to just gnaw at that lead and fight their way back in. They take the lead. They never look back. Just terrific basketball game for Arkansas. A terrific comeback. Not a great game overall, sure, fine, but the effort in the end of the first half, and then clawing their way back in just to take the lead and to never look back. It was just you have to enjoy that as a fan. You pick up your opening conference win at home at Bud Walton. You're now 1-1 in conference play, 12-2 overall. All of a sudden, Auburn looks a little less tricky, but nonetheless, going there and playing there on the road, we know their fans are looking for a little bit of a revenge game after they came to Fayetteville last year and they went home with the L. They want payback. No doubt some of those players and Bruce Pearl, that staff, they want payback. There's no doubt in my mind that these guys are going to, they're going to lick their chops. I don't think you're going to have Nick Smith back for this one. I just don't. Right now, it's Alabama, 2-0 in conference, 12-2 overall. Alabama may very well be the best team right now in the conference. Tennessee, 12-2, 2-0 overall. Both these teams have played a pretty solid schedule. Georgia, of all teams, 11-3, 1-0 in conference. A&M, 9-5, Vanderbilt, 8-6, LSU, 12-2. That's their overall record, right? They're ahead because they're 1-0. LSU's 1-1, they're 12-2. You're tied, but obviously LSU's ahead because they have the head-to-head victory. But they're all three. You've got 3 teams tied at 12-2. This game on the road at Auburn, I'm not going to sit here and tell you it's big, but it would be a huge win. It'd be another quad 1 win. Well, I say that. I don't know what that'll look like on the 7th, but at the moment I think it would be a quad 1 or close to it. And then you've got Alabama and Fayetteville. And again, you're on the road against Vanderbilt. So... And then, yeah, you're on the 18th, you get halfway through the month, a little bit more than halfway through the month, and you got that Mizzou revenge game, right? They're going to want revenge at home on the 18th, 8 p.m. According to this, right now it's 8 p.m. tip-off. Good Lord. Is that a weekday game? Golly, these 8 p.m. tip-offs. Tell me that's a Saturday. What day of the week is that, man? It's a damn Wednesday. What are we doing with these 8 p.m. tip-offs? I'm old and grumpy. Stripe out Bud next Wednesday. There you go. Another great show, Ty. I appreciate that, Leslie. All right, it's a late game. We've got another one coming up soon. What time is Auburn? Auburn's not late, is it? 7:30, but at least it's on Saturday. So you know what? You can live with that. Saturday night, I'm fine. You can have 8 p.m. tip-offs, 7:30 tip-offs on Saturday night. I'm fine with it. What Pinion's plus minus was? Well, he ended up. Well, where did the game go? Hang on just a second, and I will tell you Pinion's stats. Yeah, Pinion ended up with no turnovers, no assists. He had 13 points. He was 4 of 7 overall. 3 of 6 at the free throw line, 2 for 2 at the free throw line, 3 of 6 outside shooting. So he was 50% outside. He ended up with a rebound and a steal. He got in a little bit of foul trouble, which I don't know. Is that going to be something we're going to be worried about when he gets these minutes? When he's getting 27 minutes, are we going to have to worry about him getting into foul trouble? I don't know that he's necessarily got a reputation for foul trouble or not. I don't know. I'd have to talk to someone who watched him in high school. Opinion overall, he was kind of your savior tonight. Him and Kamani both with 20-plus minutes off the bench. Kamani had 20 points, 1 of 4. Boy, I tell you, I want them above that, man. They took 23 shots, right? I mean, that's, again, it's not horrid, but I want to see that number like 74. That's kind of been Musselman's, that's been the thing for Musselman that's his identity as a guy that he's good as a coach in close games, especially in close games of getting his guys to the free throw line. Again, Council was 11 of 13, my God. But everyone else, outside opinion, he was 2 for 2. Everyone else struggled just a little bit. But 16-23 is not atrocious. You're going to live with it. You're all right with it, you know. Been very impressed with Kamani this season. Kamani did this last year too, though. I mean, Kamani was the guy that, you know, he was just physical. He plays like he's 7 foot 280. Like he plays like a monster. But I do love me some Kamani. With the rebounding being a weakness of the zone, is that one reason we're shooting long shots early? Like, well, yeah. I mean, listen, they don't have a guy outside of Pinion. I don't know that I'm assuming from here on out, you know, Pinion's buying more minutes. I don't think there's any question about that. But up until tonight, you've just not really had a guy that could spread out the floor, who's a real threat outside and open up lanes. And that inside zone, if you've got the size and a little bit of the athleticism in you know, not just, you don't need necessarily great athletes, you just need some size and guys that can play with a little bit of I don't know, play smart defense down low, draw charges, and just guard the rim. When you could play 3 down low and just block off all the lanes, create a real tight inside zone space. I mean, it's hard. It's difficult for teams like Arkansas who don't really have an established outside presence. They just don't. They haven't. You know, that's been an issue for Arkansas is figuring out how to create their own shots outside and how to penetrate, you know, that inside zone defense. That's just something they're going to struggle with. It just is. You know, now we'll see again. We'll see what they do with Pinion. I'm really curious about how they deal with Pinion. Did I see KB's did I see Brazil's tweet? I did. I was reading something about Kindle. Where is it? I'll show you guys. It's pretty great. If you haven't seen it, stick around. Check this out. Where's it at? It's so funny. It's so great. Oh, no. I don't know where it's at. Ooh. Oh, man. Someone tagged me in Discord with it. I can't pull it up. I don't follow him on Twitter. What's his name on Twitter? Let's just look up Brazil. I'm going to get some weird shit when I tweet Brazil. When I look up Brazil. Oh, my God. What are they doing? Here it is. Look at this. Let me share my screen. Oh, there we go. Here we go. Oh, baby. Right here. You'll love to see it. Mizzou. Oh, you'll love to see it. There you have it. It's so good. If we lose Briles, boy, y'all are just going on about Briles. I just, listen, we're going to have to wait and see. I don't know. He was at the game tonight. I think there's some legitimacy here. I do. I think there's some legitimacy that they contacted, but I don't know that he's going. Walsh is our second best three-point shooter since we don't have Smith or Brazil. Well, Black can be. I think Black is someone who could live on that 2 out of 5, maybe every once in a while 3 out of 6. Like that's kind of his. That's within his wheelhouse, right? Imagine if he was healthy and played. Yeah, Nick Smith Jr. will be the X factor. If they could get Nick Smith back, the offense is just going to blossom. I mean, I really feel like they're gonna, and I don't have a big problem with their offense outside of the fact they just don't have an outside presence. They don't have that right now. I mean, maybe Pinion's the guy from here on out, but I mean consistently up until this point, they've not had that guy that can really crack the shell of a defense and force them to kind of play, more spaced out on defense. You've got to have that guy that can pull the trigger and knock down the shots. Even with the team, or even with the injuries, this team is loaded. Yeah, it absolutely is. I agree. We need to learn how to throw passes into the zone, into the post against the zone. Graham and Mitchell should eat all day against the zone. Yeah, I agree about Graham. In fact, I was a little surprised. I'm a little bit surprised Graham didn't get a little bit more time tonight. He ended up no points, really no activity, just 2 minutes. I kind of thought Graham would be a guy that would find some success tonight. Like if there was anybody who I felt like could give you some spurt ability, it'd be Jalen Graham. Devo, again, with those jump shots, that's his bread and butter. That's the sweet spot for him, right? 13 feet, pull-up jumper. That's what he can do. He can knock down 2 or 3 of those. That's what he's good at on top of defense. I think he's a wonderful defender, on the ball or off the ball defender. But I was a little bit surprised by Graham. I don't know if there's just something there that we don't know about. Maybe he got dinged up. I don't know. I didn't hear any reports of him getting injured. So I have no idea. I was surprised that Graham wasn't in this game more. Maybe that had to do. I don't know. I really don't know why he didn't get more of an opportunity tonight. Funny how everyone wanted Browse gone, and now that the chance is there, people are freaking out. Oh, isn't it great? Like the short jumpers that Devo, like the short jumpers that Devo take, like to see more. Yeah. 12 to 18 feet. Devo is lights out. Yeah, I agree. Maybe Al Dillard has a son. That's a name I've not heard in a minute. Yeah, I do appreciate you guys. Thanks for helping make this the best post-game live show on the internets, for Hog YouTube, for Hog social media. Thanks for helping make this the best post-game show. I appreciate you guys. Good comeback game. I mean, I'm going to say it was a good game because you won and you found a way to claw back. Terrific effort. Great defense in the second half. Adjustments were made. Listen, there's nothing wrong with being critical of Arkansas in any sport. You are allowed to do that, right? Fully allowed. Twitter, Facebook, Discord, whatever. But sometimes you don't want to let the moment get the best of you, right? I've been victim of that. I certainly have. I'm not perfect. I've made that mistake. But basketball, it's real quick how things can change. And listen, they overcame some serious adversity tonight. 17-point deficit. I mean, I'm going to be real with you. I wasn't 100% sure that they would come back and win, but I still felt like, you know what? No, we're good. We're inside Bud Walton. Fayetteville's a hell of a crowd. Muss has done this before. They've had to come back from behind how many times this year? I mean, really, how many times have they been down double digits this year? It feels like a theme, right? You're feeling it. Boy, they've had to do that a lot. Would love to see that go away. Maybe it will the closer we get to February and into mid-February. Right now, they're still trying to figure things out. I will say, if they play like they did the first 10 minutes of that first half, if they fall behind on the road by that much, oh, Lord. You fall behind 13, 14, 15 points on the road, it's just that much more difficult. Where you play matters. I can't believe we had to have that discussion today in Discord. I can't believe it. But where you play, no matter the sport, matters. Being inside Bud Walton Arena, you got to dig it. Again, great comeback. Great game. I mean, ish, right? Great-ish game. But, yeah. So, Woo Pig, I will see you guys on Friday. I keep looking for a calendar. I don't have one. I'll see you guys on Friday, probably between 11 and noon for that show. Look forward to seeing you there. Like, share, subscribe on your way out. Woo Pig Suey. I'll see you guys around.